The day is 12/27, 24 years old, and this will be not my first time posting on YouTube, but just want to start getting on here, doing a little bit of like heart to heart. Been seeing a lot of people upload these kind of videos where they just get on and talk about life in a way, so I feel like I have a good amount of knowledge and insight to share. For people that this is their first time seeing me, which is probably everybody, my name is Rylan. I'm 24, live in the Bay Area, and I have a interesting story to this point. Guess I'll run you guys down a little bit about my story. I don't know how deep I want to go into it. It's definitely some stuff I don't really want to share, but pretty much where I'm at currently is I'm a personal trainer at a very high-end gym in my area. And before I did this, man, I've been to like 3 different colleges, dropped out of all of them. I've worked like the most bullshit jobs you can imagine, just like Target, freaking Ace Hardware. Worked in a lot of kitchens, being a prep cook, and now I am a personal trainer and I have a little bit of money in my bank account. First time I've been able to save up a good amount. So I guess I'll drop some knowledge on you guys in the sense that like what I can share from my personal experiences. So I'm really fit. I don't know if you can tell from this big shirt I'm wearing, but I'm like super fit, 6-pack abs, fucking like single-digit body fat. I run like really fast times in like 5Ks, half marathons, like solid runner. I do weightlifting, pull-ups, kind of just traditional like bodybuilder stuff, mostly in the gym. So I guess, and I have like my own freaking struggles, dude. Like, first of all, I don't know how many of you think this, but if you think like getting super fit's gonna suddenly make your problems go away, it's not. It'll help out in a lot of aspects of your life. It's definitely something everybody should do, is really take care of their fitness, see how it feels to be really healthy and in good shape. It definitely is a confidence booster. 100%. Before, I've been through a weird kind of timeline with my body. Like in high school, I was playing 2 sports. I was playing basketball, running track. I was like really lean, just kind of naturally really lean. Obviously wasn't lifting weights, so I didn't have a lot of muscle, but I was really fit. And from high school, you get out of high school, you probably stop playing sports. Blew up, like a lot of people do. So blew up to like over 200 pounds. And you probably think, oh, that's not like too bad. But like when you don't lift weights and shit, I'm 6'2", by the way, but when you don't lift weights and you're over 200 pounds, it's just like it's not a good 200 pounds. So I went from super skinny high schooler, in shape, whatever, to smoking cigarette. Well, I smoked a lot of weed. My story kind of gets to that. So in high school, then even a little bit after high school, smoked a lot of weed. And after high school, when I stopped playing sports, just smoking weed all the time, you're eating a shit ton of food. Blew up, got really fat, and then I actually ended up getting sober a little over 2 years ago. So I was 22, got sober, and then I was smoking cigarettes. And I was just fat as fuck, smoking cigarettes, working at like freaking a Mexican restaurant, and then freaking Target, and then Ace Hardware, like for those first like year of sobriety. I was just working these bullshit jobs, fat as fuck, smoking cigarettes. And then I got into the gym, just one day, just freaking. The cool thing about getting into the gym is like you look at it before it happens and you're like, oh, this is like, say you're not in good shape. You look at this freaking mountain, this insurmountable freaking thing you have to overcome. It's so far down the road, but I truly believe that like you actually get all the results in that moment that you make that decision. Like the second you truly decide I'm going for this, it's almost like the rest takes care of itself. So yes, fat, smoking cigarettes, didn't know shit about the gym, lifting weights, didn't know shit about nutrition. I remember just setting a reminder in my phone saying, eat less and eat healthy. And I coupled that with, I'm gonna go to the gym 6 days a week. I don't care if I'm just gonna go and freaking like stare at the weights. I'm gonna go 6 days a week. Would go, I used to play basketball, right? So I'd go, I'd shoot at the very first phases of my gym journey. I'd just shoot hoops for a little bit and go into the gym and just like, I had no idea what I was doing, but that's where it starts. I remember we were like doing like 3 pull-ups the first time I got back, like going and just doing whatever, dude. Like I had no idea about training, none of that. But like once you start kind of going to the gym more, you kind of start getting involved in like the content on YouTube and like other stuff, and then you kind of start to learn, you start to progress, start figuring out about diet. And so yeah, I was smoking cigarettes, right? And then I definitely cut out the cigarettes for a while there. Once I started really getting serious about the gym, cut out the cigarettes, started hammering on the cardio. Like my split changed from just going and shooting hoops and like playing pickup some days and then like 20-minute little gym workout to, I'd wake up at 5:30, I'd be at the gym by 6. I'd do like 45, 50 minutes, maxed out incline, like 12% gradient, 3.3 miles per hour. I'd do that for like 45, 50 minutes until the calorie counter said 500 calories. So I'd walk on the incline treadmill until the calorie did 500 calories, and then I'd go hit a little workout. And honestly, dude, I dropped freaking like too much weight at the start, like 50 pounds. I went from 200 to like 150. Just shredded, dude. Like face all sucked in, like not a good thing. Like looking back on it, I was super skinny, dude. It was like, definitely had a little muscle because I was working out, but it was like not where I wanted to be. Jumped on creatine, stopped fucking, this whole time I was really tracking the calories like so precisely, like ketchup, fucking everything was getting tracked. The salt, no, I'm kidding. Everything was getting tracked. So cut back on counting the calories, jumped on creatine. And through this journey, I started getting into running. Just kind of happened organically. I always kind of thought running was cool. I was also consuming a lot of David Goggins content when I started this. So I started running a bunch, became like a stud runner, dude. I'm talking like sub 20-minute 5K. Fucking, I ran half marathon in like an hour and a half and some change. Like stud runner. Started to put on more muscle, benching 225, like stuff like that, like really feeling solid about my physique. And I've maintained that for over a year now. I'd say closer to probably like 16 months or a little bit. I've just maintained the freaking eating clean, checking up on my weight, making sure I'm not fluctuating too high in either direction, running a good amount. I'm not running like 50 miles like I was at one point. Like, also for a period of time there I was unemployed, so I literally just go freaking work out, come home, eat a little thing, go run, come back, do a little calisthenics park workout later. I was just working out all the time. And in that period, after I got sober, I was still living in a sober apartment, I got my NASM certification. And I don't really know where I'm going with this video, so I guess I'll get into like, if you're somebody who's into fitness and say you don't have a college degree, the personal trainer certification is a great way for you to make like solid income without a college degree. And also, if you're into fitness, you're doing something you love, definitely built some awesome relationships through it with my clients. So all this time, I spent working out, and for the last year or so, I've been training people, saved up money, a good amount of money in my account. I have a nice car, There's still something like missing in my life, and I do think of myself as somebody who has faith, like a faith-based person, like just kind of, like whatever I want to have, I'll have eventually, or whatever's meant for me is meant for me. I just have to become the person God wants me to be, which is hard because we know God does not like sloth and laziness, and I don't think of myself as a lazy person, but I definitely do feel I'm not maxing my potential in other areas. Like, yeah, the fitness, I'm like good, you know? So now it comes into the other areas, like relationships, like friendships, like partners, like romantic partners, like it all comes full circle, man. You can't just have one bucket filled up. So I'm realizing that. I just wanted to kind of get on here and just kind of express my thoughts, honestly. Just like I feel like it's good for your development to get in front of a camera and kind of and talk, and you almost kind of can work out your personality and like who you are when you speak to a camera, and when you put this out there. I think it helps you like get more clear on who you are, hearing yourself talk, looking at yourself talk. Maybe it's a selfish thing, I don't know. I also feel like social media is something I want to kind of dive into, especially coming up on 2025. Got my Instagram going a little bit. It's nothing crazy yet, you know. But yeah, I guess I just jumped on here, told you guys a little bit about my story. Follow the Instagram. It's Rylan_run_lift. I post a lot of like hybrid athlete content, lifting weights, running stuff. I'm trying to get better at like really uploading stuff, like knowledge for my followers and stuff that you guys can learn from, about like how I run all the time and lift. And yeah, so if you take away anything from this video, just know that, for one, have faith that, you know, God, He's got your back. As long as you try to act in the most moral and what you know is right possible, and, you know, just try to authentically, you know, believe in what's true to yourself, and try to express that to the world, and try to not be lazy and not get sucked into too many of the you know, just the kind of depraved shit that there is out there, you know. Like, don't try to stay away from drugs, and don't drink too much. Don't always have to drink, I guess. I don't drink anymore, so I don't really know what it's like. I know a lot of people struggle with alcoholism. I've been in the rooms. But I would just say, just try to like see it through, you know. You're probably going through some hard shit now. Like, for a lot of you, probably like, you know, probably going through some more gnarly shit than me. So I'd just say, just like trust in that you're on the right path, and that everything is in your path that you want, and that you really feel that like this thing will make my life complete. Just trust it's in the path, you know. That's what I'm trying to do. So thank you guys for listening to me talk. Yeah, have a good one.